Hello, hello, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. They're already playing the theme to Venice Patti while we wait to go into it, so I'm gonna go ahead and go Dragoon to this dungeon, just because I feel more brotherly with Thancred right now. And we're gonna grab Estinian, double Dragoon, because Vrtra's coming along, and then yeah, let's grab
be a pleasure as always.
Alpha No. It's a team of bros. Let's get going. Now, I don't know if you'll be able to hear me in combat or not, because there's no combat in the last episode. But I have a pretty good feeling that you will be able to. But in case you aren't, I'll try to remember to not talk while fighting is going on. And if that makes the beginning of the dungeon boring for you, then I recommend skipping ahead. Alright. How dare you have more HP than me, Estinian? How dare you? Alright, let's get going. Was that the Radiant Host running away? Oh, I missed my tether. Well, they changed some things about Dragoon since the last time I played it. You can hear me, right? Like, the sound effects to me sound like they're so much lower than the music I can barely hear them. So, I guess I'll see in the post what happens. I really need to work on my editing skills and see if I can find a program or find something that isolates audio so I don't have to worry about it, and I can fix it post-recording if you know, something's wrong. So I know that's possible, I just don't know how to do it. It's so weird to not hear all the sound effects.
My friends, heed me. These are children of Thavnair. Forgive me. I could do them no harm.
Vrtra, you're being too sentimental for your own good. I think my AoE keeps that up now, doesn't it? I'm just stuck in my old ways here. Guess it doesn't really matter with trust though, we're going so slow that... Yeah, it does upkeep it, the second part of the combo. Stalk thrust. Love the music here, by the way. And if the music's overriding what I'm saying to you, then I don't care. The music's better than my voice.
If this is the only way, I shall silence the beasts of the air. Pray continue onward.
Okay, we do have to do the single target to apply it though. Now we can go back to being AoE gumbos. My brain is so fried in relation to damage numbers because of having played the game through all of its ages. I'm so used, like my brain is like, man, these damage numbers are low. Because this was like End of Heaven's Word, like damage numbers. But because of the stat squish, it's actually still good damage, so it doesn't matter.
There!
Although it could be slightly higher if I had the item level on Clyde's Dragoon up, which I don't. Which I can fix. Yeah, we haven't even gotten to the first boss yet, have we? Almost 5 minutes in this dungeon. We haven't even got to the first boss yet. Man, Candace stuff. I'm telling you. I hear their voices like clearly over the sound effects.
My turn.
Did they change how he sounds when he says "my turn"? I think they did.
This will hurt.
Is it first boss time yet? It's been like 2 months or 3 months since I've been in this dungeon. It's too late for us all. There's no other way. Let's get this over with.
There!
Note of despair. Ooh, that hurt. Mouth off, huh? Well, the trust will show us where to go. But I'm pretty sure we go to one of the closed mouths. Yeah. Monster made of mouths, eh? But it's sweeping to the left, so we gotta go to the closed mouth. It's not on the side it's sweeping. Novel. Bold. Dynamic.
You're mine!
Uh-oh, we're confused. Let me guess, we gotta run to the closed mouth while confused. There we go. In an ideal world, I would have went with them, but I didn't know which way they were going to go. Or how much time I had. It's been too long.
You underestimate me!
What is left? Okay, so going left again. I wanna do some. Oop, I didn't tether Estinian. My bad.
You're mine!
I blame them getting rid of the tether.
Try and stop me!
Note of despair. I think they changed Feint to work on non-physical attacks too, but at half consistency. I wonder if my LB would have been more powerful than Estinian's.
You're mine!
It's okay though. We didn't die. We didn't die. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. It's not ultimate. We're Gucci. Village just ahead, and it gave me ninja gear. Okay.
What is this vile presence I sense? The horde draweth near. Be on your guard.
And everything is on fire. Oh man, the end has come, and the people running away turn into the very monsters we have to kill. Like 2 seconds ago, we would have aided them, and now we're not. I think 3 targets is still enough targets for me to use AoE.
This will hurt.
Oh look, it's like a... We have to get away from here. What's wrong? Mother? Let's hope... No! Make it stop, make it stop! Mother! Whole family. A mother and her 3 sons turned into monsters. We have to kill them.
There! You cannot stop us!
Like, this is a very tragic part of the main story. Killed the youngest brother first, except, well, the Trust are going for the bomb, I think. Yeah, the Trust went for the bomb. It's okay though. Our player DPS let us get kind of the even Steven sort of thing. It'd be nice if Vestinian could tether me. And no, that's not the way it sounds. Out of the Endwalker Scion cast, if I was going to get it out of anyone, it would be LSA. And before you say anything, 16 at the age of consent, Georgia. And honestly, I don't really understand why people think that, like, hitting on a 16-year-old is creepy. Like, I mean, I understand to an extent, right? Oh, I died. There's the instant karma for you. Like, I understand it to an extent, you know, like, if it's like some, you know, 30-year-old dude, me, saying it, but, oh, 1, it's a fictional character, and 2, you know, when I was in high school, teenage girls bragged, you know, like 16, 17-year-old girls, 18-year-old girls, even 15-year-old girls bragged about having boyfriends who were in their early 20s who they were fucking regularly. Like, and I don't know if that was just, like, a way that girls brag to, like, scare away guys they don't want, or, like, you know, just a misconception of youth or whatever, but, like, from what I could tell, my whole life, girls like older guys, and teenage girls be getting up to shit with older guys all the time. You know, maybe that doesn't make it okay, but I'm just saying, like, you know.
You're mine! This will hurt.
Do I remember how to play this game? Somewhat. I still raid every week on Red Mage, so. I love this music. It's like exciting music, but like it sounds like it should be actually be being played slower, but it's going fast because the musician was like panicked.
You cannot stop us!
Yeah, in high school I remember there was this one girl, I just remember very very proudly declaring in homeroom that she had a 25-year-old boyfriend. We were 16 or 17 at the time. She had a 25-year-old boyfriend. He was amazing. No one in class was ever going to measure up to him, etc., etc. And, you know, she'd already had sex like 100 times or something. I don't know. I don't actually remember if she actually quoted an exact number or something like that, but like, you know, she was bragging, right? And just like, you know, trying to tell us that we didn't understand how things were and all that. And I didn't have a lot of girls in my homeroom, if I remember right, but it was, well, I guess I shouldn't be doxing her, but there's like hundreds, thousands of Christy Smiths out there, and her name was Christy Smith. And I don't know what happened to her these days, and I don't really care. She called me a creep, though. Maybe you feel that way too, viewer. But, I'm not going to be dishonest, though. Now, this boss is pretty simple. You just watch for whether it pulls ether out of the fire or out of the water, and then act accordingly. Like, it's pulled fire, so we got to get in the water bubbles. I'll probably just split on that. Oh, okay. And if it pulls from the water, then we, like, stay away from the bubbles or something. It's like the easiest boss in the entire game. It's not anything to write home about at all. Like, they've literally made harder bosses in the Realm Reborn retool that they did recently. They changed a bunch of the level 50 dungeons or whatever, or level. They changed Sastasha, Copperbell Mines. They didn't change Temptar Deep Croft at all, actually. They changed, yeah, no, wait, they didn't change Sastasha.
You underestimate
Okay,
me!
they changed Copperbell Mines. They changed Thousand Moth Toto Rack. They did a big change on that. Dungeon's actually pretty now. They changed Hockey Manor. They changed Brayflox Longstop. They changed Stone Vigil. They changed basically all the story dungeons between level, what is it, 16 and, or 17 and, 50, because they changed the Castrum Meridianum and they changed Praetorium as well. They also let you run through them now with trusts. Not the Scions, but so 3 adventurers that like are first referred to as Eager Adventurer, and then as Scion, like Scion Marauder, Scion Thaumaturge, Scion Lancer, etc. And then later on by Grand Company, and then their job title. It's like a green-haired Wildwood Ellison for the Lancer, some sort of Lalafell for the Thaumaturge, a Hume Midlander male for your Conjurer, a Rogadin male for the Marauder, and I think that's it. I think those are the only 5. They don't have any real dialogue. They have some in-battle quotes that they do, but they don't have anything else. Here we have Final Fantasy XI monsters with a Final Fantasy XIV owlbear, although I think... I haven't played 12, but I think those owlbears are in 12. Colby, can you confirm?
My turn.
I heard they pulled a lot of monsters out of 12 and 13, and I recognize some of the 13 ones they pulled. And I looked up and know a few of the 12 ones they pulled, but I don't know them all. I keep meaning to play 12, and my entire trust party just got petrified. Is something dumb? Guess so. Guess that's why they were focusing on the owlbear first. They focused on the dangerous mob. I'm a little bit drunk, a little bit tipsy. I'm not really paying super attention. I'm just trying to make commentary. Ooh, we got a bracelet upgrade. It's much appreciated. Hey look, Terminus Bellwethers. It's amazing that the Thavnairian gods happen to rhyme with the monstrosities of Eld. Of course, these Bellwethers are a lot smaller than the
This will hurt.
second boss of Amaroth. Still got the elven face though. The pointed ears and the redness to it. For a long time, this is what I thought happened voluntarily at the end of days. I thought there was like a doomsday cult going on. I wish I could say I was even half right. I was not. I, like most, take pride in being able to predict the outcome of stories. Because I've seen a lot of stories, I've played a lot of stories, read a lot of stories, and I love stories. And quite honestly, I should probably be a writer. But I'm kind of too chicken shit to just sit down and start writing and then try to get it published. I'm not really sure why I'm chicken shit about it. Like, I've seen some pretty awful shit get published, so, you know, I shouldn't have that fear, but I do. But I guess my actual fear is like, and it's also kind of a silly fear, but writing a really good book and then having it not be appreciated in this time, and then I die, and then some motherfucker, like, 30 years after I die, finds my book and gets it published under his name with his clout, and suddenly becomes a great literary classic, and I'm heralded as, like, posthumously as one of the best authors of all existence. And it's just like, well, that's great, but are you sure you're not just doing that to make money off of my work? that I could never make money off of while I was alive. Like, I hate that shit. I hate hearing that shit about authors. Days of war. Oh, they weren't appreciated in their own time. It fucking drives me insane. Anyway, here's the boss. Looks like the first boss to Amarot, but mixed with Altaroite. That is exactly what it is from a reality perspective. Alpha Note's like, man, this is exactly what we saw in Amarot. It's like, yes, but actually no. This is a pretty good boss though. So we've got a red circle, you can see it around Clyde. So we want to stand in white, with the white triangles. Go opposite color to not die, basically. Which is usually how it is. Alright, we get to stand still. I love it when we get to stand still. True north step. I'm not gonna. Already bloodbath. Whatever. It's up to you to heal me out, bro. You have a faint thing, Fred. You're my bro after that nighttime hotel scene. Okay, we want to get pushed back. Some players have a really hard time figuring this boss out. They don't notice the screen overlay that happens with the colors. I think it's a shame. It's pretty straightforward if you ask me, but whatever. Okay, so we got meteor lanes here. Oh no. He's added telegraphs to a meteor lane. The only way they can make it more difficult now is to have the puddles actually linger. Sky. Okay, we don't want to get pushed back, so let's use True North. Or not True North, Arm's Length. Yeah, that's what the thing is called.
I have you! You're mine! You cannot stop us!
Okay, so we want to get pushed back into red now. Man, this fight would actually be kind of a nightmare if the puddles lingered. Well, at least depending on how much they lingered. Or how long they lingered, rather. I don't know if we're going to get to LB2 or not. Fortunately, we're on DPS, so we can control the limit break. I think I'll go ahead and limit break. Yep. No, it didn't get him. Get him. Alright, we got him. Damn, that thing's ugly. Almost as ugly as me. Oh, red mage. Red mage weapon. If only Clyde had red mage leveled to a point that mattered. I guess let's take off the headgear so we can see Clyde's face in the next cutscene. Oh, and do you all have things to say? Oh, we probably have things to say. Vrtra is close, still fighting in the skies above. Y'shtola silent. That was the worst of them, or at least I hope it was. This must be the blasphemy they spoke of. The horrors of Emerald born anew. Alpha Bro? Alpha Bro? Say stuff, Alpha Bro. I see no trace of the person it once was. And Y'shtola is eerily silent. Makes you wonder what the Aether looks like to her around these people, don't it? Sivar Banu. I don't recognize that name. I don't recognize that name.
As I feared.
As you feared, huh?
What is it?
The beast was there, and now it is no more. Yes?
Oh, suddenly your blindness matters.
Indeed. We saw it plain. But you didn't, did you?
I saw nothing. Not the blasphemy that perished here, nor the other men turned beasts. And because of this, I now see all too well. There is no ether. Where the creatures should be, I saw naught but emptiness.
Huh. So they're beasts that aren't made of ether, somehow.
Emptiness? But that would mean...
Chance Promathia? Promivian?
Recall the words of the Watcher. 'Twas a stagnancy of ether, a cessation of flow, leading to decay and absence, that led the ancients to conclude their star was dying. This is the same phenomenon. The instant these people are seized by the transformation, their ether begins to rot and crumble away like dried mud.
Okay, but it has to go somewhere, right? Like, matter can be neither created nor destroyed, and same thing goes for energy. It can only be altered in form.
Until, from their corporeal forms to their very souls, naught remains.
So they're dying?
But the beast spoke with its dying breath. Surely at least a sliver of the man it was endured.
Mayhap so. But even if the process was incomplete, it was little more than a faint residue.
Gods be good. You're saying they cannot be saved?
Not by any means known to me. Or by any means at all, like as not. For there is naught left to save.
They return not even to the ethereal sea.
Yeah, so they die. They die for realsies.
The beasts rage on, their hunger insatiable. Even deprived of their master, they perpetuate his legacy of hate. Once proud sons and daughters of Thavnair, all of them, and now I spill their blood.
Vrtra, my friends, I am heartened to see you safe. You put your secret at risk. Those closest to me already know the truth. A truth I must now share with one and all. Vrtra, calamity has come to Radzatan. Our fair nation is rent by screams of pain and despair. More than ever, we require a strong leader to shepherd us through the storm. Reveal your true self to our people, Vrtra, and guide us to salvation.
What madness is this, I-One? Thou dost forget thyself. Were we to reveal our duplicity, it would do naught but foster confusion and chaos.
Maybe? But the other way it could go is people see that a strong-ass, nearly immortal dragon leads them, and that would give them a lot of hope.
Nay, I shall remain the Satrap's loyal ally, and do battle with the beasts. Easing hearts and leading the people to safety is thy task, and thine alone. I ask that you remain at Ahewan's side, and render unto him what aid you may. I know not what lies ahead, but without you, Radzatan will not survive.
Take me with you. I am as at home fighting in the air as I am on land. Take me with you.
Were my words unclear? I require no assistance. Thy place is at Ahewan's side.
Estinian, here. It's the last thing you ever wanted. A link pearl. We'd gain much from knowing your elevated perspective. And it'll keep you from getting lonely, which I know you loathe.
You heard the man. Seems I'm coming with you after all.
Then I pray thy grip is iron. Be it on thy head if thou dost chance to fall.
Fair enough. Now, shall we?
I fear it is as Vrtra says. We will not survive this on our own. While I am loath to impose upon you again.
I would insist if you did not. 'Tis the very reason we have come.
Then once more I find myself without words to thank you properly. Let us return to the capital and plan our next course of action.
A life must end in death, yet death in turn gives birth to new life. Such is the flow of ether. To think that natural cycle would simply be cut off. The very thought makes me shudder. No, I didn't. I wanted to talk to you, stole it. God damn it! Damn tap targeting and my over itchy trigger finger. Hold on. We can decline. Yes! Cool beans. Alright, let's level the Dragoon to 86 and then switch back to Paladin. Okay, we'll grab the money because I don't care about any of those dies. All right. Oh, we got upgraded Stole Thrust and Chaos Thrust, and you'll get to see those eventually. So let's go back to Paladin though. Mega Duta for the time being, huh? Okay, we're gonna ascertain what's transforming the people, eh? I hope we don't just ascertain another symptom, though, rather than the cause. Now, what you doing, Grahatia? Oh. Okay, I guess that was part of the plan and I just wasn't paying attention. Okay. Here's your dream coming true, Grahatia. I don't see any dialogue things on the map, so I guess we just go straight there. Can we attune to the Aetheryte yet? No. Gay, and not in the good way. All right. There's a extra point to see, and it's actually inside of the quest marker, so I wonder if we'll actually get to see it. What do you say while I'm running along with you, though? Okay, seems legit. Just basically reiterating our objective. Look how tiny he is compared to Clyde. Like, Clyde is like fucking like 2 whole heads taller than Grahatia. He's so short. He's shorter than I am in real life by quite a bit. I'm like 5'9", so I'm considered a manlet by the internet, which is hilarious to me. Man, all this Corvo stock makes me think we're gonna go there someday. Look at this Thylander. Pale skin, light red hair. Thavnair. Hey, you got the same face as Clyde, you just don't got any facial hair. So he just described what happened to him. Yeah, believe it or not, that's the same face type as Clyde. You just can't tell the that pronunciation on the cheeks near the lips there because the facial hair overwrites it. That's why I have a beard on Clyde in reality. Although, I like beards. I have a beard in real life, so. Sisters, have mercy! bigger than a mare, throwing people around like rag dolls, and it was eating them. Excuse me, good God. Sorry about that. Look at this maid. Nat Hopkurer. I am an artist. Commissions are open. Vespi Art / DM mate. I might check them out later. If they're a good artist, I might commission them even. I haven't commissioned an artist in a very long time. That's something I used to do pretty frequently, actually. Especially while I was in the Navy, I would commission the shit out of people. Of course, part of that was related to my French girlfriend at the time. She was an artist. And I commissioned her a whole lot. Because, well, I liked her art, and I still do. Even though she hates me, and I'm not on good terms with her either. We haven't spoken since I got a new girlfriend, and she kept up communication with me, and then I posted like a picture of my girlfriend back when I started dating her on Twitter, and then suddenly found myself blocked on everything. Discord, Twitter, the emails and stuff. And it was extra funny to me because like we broke up, and then I spent like the better part of a year trying to win her back. And then I failed, and when I realized, you know, talking to her was bad for me, I just went ahead and blocked her on everything that I could think to. I blocked her on my email, I blocked her on DeviantArt, I blocked her on, at the time it was MSN Messenger, all that stuff. And she still managed to get me an email sent to me by emailing one of my alternate emails, which forwarded the email to my main email that I had blocked on. And she went through great pains to reopen communication with me, to continue talking with me, because she wanted to keep me as a friend. We even played Final Fantasy XIV together a few times. And, oh man, this lady's story is actually pretty scary. The beast manifested before the sky began to burn. Wow, okay, that's interesting. So the stagnancy happens before the air comes about. But yeah, my ex went through great pains to continue talking to me, and then we talked and we batted around each other around a little bit in social situations, and then I got a new girlfriend and moved on, and I guess that was too painful for her, or I don't know. I haven't been able to talk to her in years now, so. Wow, he saw the very instant that bastard transformed. Few men, merchants probably, talking and drinking. Conversation must have taken a turn for the worst. Next thing I know, their leader, I suppose he was, buries his head in his hands, and black mist was swirling about him. Then his whole body bursts apart, and there stands a hideous, slavering beast, massive and foul, all gaping maws and bulging eyes. His friends started shrieking. Then the black mist comes again, until the change takes them too. The stuff of nightmares, I tell ya. Who were those merchants? I'm a decorator by trade, and I don't have a cause to mingle with their sort. Malil, the barmaid, chatting with him, though. She might know something. Okay, so the fate of these people rests on what this barmaid knows. Oh, isn't she a cutie? Blood red eyes and purple hair. We've not come for libations, but rather for information. You're Malil, yes? We are investigating the so-called blasphemy on the satrap's behalf. We hear it was one of your customers, a merchant, that first underwent the transformation. What can you tell us about him? He was something of a regular here, especially of late. Kazal was his name. He ran his own consortium, dealing primarily in exports of Thavnairian specialties. That's the Ora that we saw way back at the start of Endwalkers when we first came to Thavnair, when we were helping that elephant guy sell his fish. Khazal was worried about the Merchant Consortium suffering. Oh, and the story called attention to it. He was successful, but he'd fallen on hard times of late. The collapse of the Empire has led to all sorts of problems elsewhere. Huh, that's interesting. But I guess if the Empire owned most of the world, then all of a sudden the trade treaties and agreements might have fallen into chaos because of people who were once, you know, under the Empire's boot, being forced to trade in a certain way. Now they could suddenly raise their prices or not care about certain things all of a sudden. So it would really greatly affect trade. As they discussed matters further, Khazal's tone grew grave and grim. It was then that... Anything unusual about Khazal? Anything in particular? Anything at all? He has no family. He lived for his work. Perhaps his neighbors know something. Okay. Quest complete. Amidst the apocalypse. Okay. Okay. Well, he wouldn't be. He was still accompanying me. He's never stopped accompanying me. What the fuck are you talking about, game? But I guess because that last quest completed, technically he stopped following me. And maybe I missed some in-between dialogue just now. Man, there's all sorts of little extra stops we can make. Okay, are all these little extra stops just specific directions to get over to this place that's very clearly labeled comma on the map? I'll still stop at them to talk to him, but I'm pretty sure they are. Because the game doesn't want us getting lost. Because, oh my god, a few left turns... Let's see. Like, we followed the right path and turned right, and then we turned left once, twice, and then we'll get there. Yep, they're all going to be directions. You can come and slap me if they're not all directions. Okay, so that one was technically like half directions because he started with directions. Just keep going straight. But then he was like, oh, I hope we can come here when it's all over and it's all nice and shit. This is just Cloudy McDoom's life as an RPG, all of a sudden. Except Cloudy McDoom's is better. You should watch Cloudy McDoom. He's pretty funny. He's like a black RPG enthusiast from Alabama. Or at least likes Final Fantasy. I don't know if he's an RPG enthusiast necessarily. He's into video skits though, and I think they're all funny. Especially his like Final Fantasy Final Boss video or whatever. It's freaking hilarious. Where he has the YouTube algorithm as a final boss in a Final Fantasy. Uncle Choco. Okay, so some dude at a silk and stuff sort of trader, I guess, was doing some sort of deal with Kazal, but I guess it went sour or something. Mati. Okie dokie. So basically, this guy sounds like he was going through some sort of depressive episode, or possibly even real depression, depending on how long this merchant situation has been going on for. This is one of the reasons I really hate the time compression they do for the main story. Without listing a specific amount of months or years or anything. What could do all that indeed? Dharma. Yep, silk merchant. Okay. Gina Baha. The D is silent. Or maybe the J is silent and he's Dina Baha, but pretty sure the J is, or the D is silent. We'll help you with your bitch work if you'll talk to us. Instead of, saying, hey, we're fucking here to save the world and fucking talk to us right fucking now, bitch. Like we should be. We're gonna agree to do bitch work. Got it. Break them in half and shove them up your butt. Speak with Kamala, huh? Kamala Harris? Nah, she's probably more competent than Kamala Harris by several thousandfold, despite being a fictional NPC. Okay, you have a time limit, blah blah blah. Light crate, blah blah blah. Take the light crate to... okay, must be out here. Or waiting up to him. Okay. Here's your package, sir. Just the guy saving the world, delivering packages. No, the packages themselves have no importance to saving the world. This is just me having agreed to do bitch work to make somebody talk to me for 2 seconds about what I want to know. Oh, is that... okay. I'm pretty sure I gotta carry one of these all the way to the market. And it's probably this one. Wait, did they, like, streamline this or some shit? I was pretty sure I had to carry that big one, like, all the way around and all the way up to, like, the bazaar, but I guess I remembered wrong, or then maybe they streamlined it afterwards, after player complaints. Yep, I did your bitch work. You've done us a great favor, traveler. Well, I didn't do it for free. I did it so you'll talk to me for 5 seconds. Even though you just stood here this whole time and could have talked to us without having us do your bitch work, which you have bitches to do. And not us. I guess we were asking him to relive some trauma, so... We'd arranged for his consortium to deliver a large shipment of fabrics, but in the end we received a better offer and had to turn him down. I understand his business is struggling, but so is ours. Another of our most reliable trading partners agreed to transport the goods for a much smaller commission, and we would have been fools to refuse. I felt terrible for withdrawing the offer, but you must understand, we simply had no choice. He tried to put on a brave face when I delivered the news, but his dejection and despair were plain as day. He said he discussed it with his associates, but I could tell he had all but given up hope. Dejection and despair. By all accounts, it was he who suffered the most profound and piercing despair. Wait, could that be it? That these such intense emotions were what triggered his transformation? Much remains unclear, but I believe we are drawing closer to an answer. At any rate, we must discuss our findings with the others. Can the despair in a man's own heart consign him to such a terrible fate? Beyond the depths of despair. Okay. Let's push on for like an hour and a half, I guess. See how far we get. We're in for a hot cutscene here coming up with some action, so maybe if you can, pay attention, and if you can't pay attention right now, pause it and come back when you can. Videos are yours to control, viewer. It's a snack-looking Highlander there.
You've spoken with the survivors?
Indeed. We thought to share what we have gleaned, that we might together gain a greater understanding of present circumstances. Fortuitous timing. Alize and I completed our own investigations not long ago.
Then we should take a moment to compare notes. Shall we begin with the two of you?
Redheads unite. So we found out that it's if you're really like feeling a lot of despair and depression and shit.
So the merchant Karzal was gravely concerned about his business in the days preceding his untimely end.
The tales we heard were much the same. The first victims to be changed into blasphemies were all overcome with anguish of one manner or another. Then those who saw their loved ones stolen before their eyes succumbed to a similar panic, setting in motion a chain of transformations.
Oof.
Fear, unease, despair. These negative feelings serve as a catalyst.
If so, then it is not unlike the calamity that befell the ancients. With their creation magics, they unwittingly gave form to untold horrors. Had they simply lost control, surely it would have manifested in many forms, not all of them monstrous. Yet somehow, this phenomenon is triggered solely by the darkness in their hearts, a common thread with what we now witness.
Common, but not identical. While the beasts the ancients faced were forged with magic alone, those of today are born of sentient beings.
It's still Aether, right? It's still the Aether.
Why remains to be seen. But there is one fundamental difference between us and our predecessors. Our souls are sundered, whereas theirs were not.
Yeah, so there's less Aether. Whereas part of their Aether could be ripped out of them, you know, in the creation magic. All of our Aether, which is but like a teardrop in a lake compared to theirs, is twisted and transformed.
Perhaps that single variable makes all the difference.
Yep.
If I may, there was another detail that troubled me. We have it on good authority that Karl Zal's transformation took place before the skies began to burn.
What? If that's true, then the situation's more dire than we realized. It means even if there's no ominous sign presaging the final days, anyone, anywhere, has the potential to become a beast.
Now, see, this here is kind of irksome, because while it does make the situation, if you were experiencing it for real, more dire and threatening, it's basically just an excuse for them to not have to put the apocalypse weather on every zone in the world. Because there's going to be...
Even in lands we thought safe, even as we speak.
There's going to be role quests that are going to involve these blasphemies, and they're going to take place back in the Realm Reborn and Heavensward and Stormblood areas. And they don't change the sky there, and it's honestly highly disappointing.
Look! It's the satrap!
The satrap!
Ahiwan?
Thank the heavens.
Excuse me.
My countrymen, I am relieved and heartened to see you strong and safe. While the danger has not yet passed, far from it, allow me to assure you that the beasts that raged within the city walls have been exterminated to the last. Outside this sanctuary, the brave men and women of the Radiant Host and our dragon ally continue to battle our unholy foes. I pray these tidings put your minds at ease and help you calm your hearts. Have faith that we shall soon conquer this terrible trial.
Your Excellency, is there any word from Balaga's stand? My grandson was bound for there yesterday, and I worry for his life.
We are still awaiting a report, but I promise you, as soon as I have aught to share...
Your Excellency, I bring grave news.
You are?
I'm Matsya of Akyali, a humble fisherman.
Oh, hey. How you doing?
Ah, I remember you from our first visit. Wait, you're... But no, that can wait.
When the skies turned red, I set off for Balaka's stand, fearing for the safety of a friend. But as I drew near the village, I saw dreadful beasts all about.
No! Gods have mercy!
Uh-oh. Is she gonna transform?
Your Excellency! Save my grandson, I beg of you!
We will spare no effort to save all we can, but you must remain calm.
Calm? You tell me to be calm? You saw those beasts? They tore our bravest warriors limb from limb! What if we are too late, huh? They catch him, sink their fangs into him? The fangs! The screams!
Get away from her, now!
Damn it! We've got to kill them before it spreads.
We'll handle this. See the townspeople to safety.
Run! As fast as you can! No!
Damn, even kids. Shit. Oh. They don't care about each other at all. Stop now, Warrior of Light.
Vrtra, our people, you must save them. My son.
Enough! You must run. For their sake and your own. Yes, you will survive. You must.
Yeah, we did kill the one that ate Hahiwan. If only we had, I don't know, cut its arm off before he got eaten.
Be strong, my friends! Fear not, for we will defeat these abominations!
Brave men and women of the Radiant Host, lend your Stolar and Thancred your aid. Let not a single beast escape. The rest of you, flee this place. Carry the wounded if you must. Head indoors or underground. Above all, stay calm. No beast will follow you. We will see to that.
Alphino! Alice! Leave the city to us, and make for Palaka's stand at once! Matsya, show my friends to the village! I promise you, they're more capable than the host's finest!
Right!
Go with them, will you? We will save these people. As many as we can.
So he was channeling his inner Crystal Exarch there with his whole staff thing and his commands issued and whatnot. Must have felt like issuing commands to the Crystarium Guard, like he used to, I guess. Not mine neither, Alice. In a situation like this, I tend to get mad. Although, I gotta be honest, if some of those monsters are pretty fucking intense, and if one was bearing down on me with its mouth agape, ready to eat me, I don't know if I, you know, would exactly be able to stand up to it. Sounds like a plan. Now, as I remember, I asked a friend to carry me across because I was working on Dragoon, so we actually have this eastern half of Thavnair already mapped, and we can actually warp to Palakistan already because I got the Aetheryte. Those two-seater mounts break the game like this. So these monsters over here, you're supposed to see them for the first time under these red skies. And they were designed with that in mind. My guy's voice is louder than the sound effects of his sword, at least to me. Now, I don't believe that you can actually see Matsya or Alphinaud and Alice anywhere. They said they would keep to the trees, but you know that the trees aren't actually thick enough for that. So we won't be able to see that. Also, let me know if you want me to turn the sound effects for a battle back up at all. Like, I'm going to listen to this after I get done recording it and see exactly how they compare to my voice now. But, also, I want to see who was on real quick. Yeah, it was Mango. Wonder what she's up to. Alrighty, well, I know we're right in the middle of action, and we're not quite at an hour and a half, but I don't remember exactly how the cutscenes go from this. But, so, thanks for watching, stay safe, and have a great day. And next time, be ready for some intense violence and, scenes. Anyway, thanks for watching, and have a great day.